can't get data over Antarctica, which proves Antarctica is not a continent on the bottom of a spinning ball in space.
Keep going. So what are they hiding?
So then you go down.
Of the Earth being flat. Here we have a NOAA satellites showing the world in real time, allegedly. This is your globe model, allegedly in real time. Let's show you some fakeness straight away. See these lines, vertical lines, white vertical lines. Yeah, they're going to be satellites going around the pretend globe Earth, and so they have to stitch up images. So in real time, we're seeing satellites whizzing around the Earth and stitching together these white lines. Oh no, what happened here? I don't know. Another real-time image of the Earth. This is what Globers call real-time image of the Earth. Now let me show you a very important 100% proof that the Earth is flat. Here's the North Pole. Yep. Now get ready. And here's your ice wall going around the entire Earth. And we get zigzag lines there. Yes, because of an elliptical orbit perhaps. And stitching together. But all of this is happening in real time. Please notice I'm being sarcastic. This is not real time. This is fake. And this is what they try to push as real images of the Earth every 10 minutes, every live. Whatever these Globers' excuses are, these are real images live of half the Earth at any one point in time.
So apparently the Vatican is preparing people because we about to be seeing supernatural beings, demons, apparitions. And so they're getting ready to give us a guidelines, right? And so even schools are setting up drill tests in case aliens come. This teacher went on record to say that. Schools are having drills, test lockdowns for skinwalkers. Last but not least, they're preparing you for the demon face syndrome. In my opinion, two things are going to go down. The fake alien invasion, or they're going to release demonic creatures above ground.
So y'all need to see this. So you can create a perfectly straight rainbow when it's reflecting off a straight piece of glass. So it has to make you wonder, why are the rainbows we see outside in the sky shaped that way? You know that the Bible depicts a flat earth with a dome or firmament over top. And when we look to the Bible to see what the firmament is made out of, it tells us in the book of Job chapter 37 verse 18, "Hast thou with them spread out the sky, which is strong and as a molten looking glass?" And the Bible confirms this furthermore in Revelation chapter 15 verse 2, "And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having harps of God." Back to the rainbow now. It's common to see a double rainbow where there is an inverted rainbow on top of the other rainbow. Now the double rainbow could only be possible if something is reflecting it, which could only mean one thing: God's glass firmament or dome. So the rainbows that you see outside not only confirm the shape, but tells us that there's a glass firmament or dome. Because how else would this double rainbow be reflecting backwards like that? I mean,
you know, most people still think that Antarctica is a continent, and it's not. If you come in the comment section and you say, well, I know it is, I've been there, you have actually been to a place where they told you that it was Antarctica. This is a World Atlas book. I think this is early 1930s, and Antarctica is actually an ice wall that surrounds our Earth. I'm not going to say planet because we do not live on a planet. Look at this. And I have several of these really old Atlas books, and they all show the same things. If you look in the new ones, you're not going to see this. It's going to show Antarctica down here as a continent like this. So this is North America, and this is paint, by the way. I'm constantly playing in paint, and it's really hard to get it off. But anyway, this is North America, Asia, Africa, Australia, South America, and this is Antarctica. It's just an ice wall that surrounds our Earth. Okay? You're not going to see this in public school because they do not teach this. This is just one example why that I took my girls out of school, because they wasn't being taught the correct things, and that and many other reasons. Now I teach our kids what they should have been taught to begin with, but our school systems actually teach what the government tells them to teach. But a lot of people are catching on to this, but there are still, quite a few people out there that are completely unaware that we are surrounded by an enormous ice wall. Why do you think that there are boundaries, places that we are not allowed to go? There's a reason for that. There's things that they don't want us to see. They are allowed to go there, but we are not allowed to go past a certain point. You got to think there's things that they don't want us to see, and I know why. Do you know why? That's the question. There's the North Pole right there. But yeah, just do some research and always be open-minded. Always be willing to step outside of your comfort zone, like I did a few years ago. That's why I started buying all of these old atlas books. Here's another one. Same thing. You don't see Antarctica on here as a continent. It's an ice wall, and it's there for a reason. So, yeah, I just wanted to take a minute and share this with you guys. I love you guys with all my heart, and like I said, just stay open-minded, stay in the Word of God, and have a good day.
Oh, you mean this sticker? The one that says, for decorative indoor use only? This is not a toy? Yeah. That's the one.
Taking the blue pill represents ball earth, the lie you've been fed. Are you happy with it? Do you just want to keep believing it? The red pill is flat earth. Do you want the truth? Can you handle it? It all comes down to a decision. All you're being offered is the truth. The earth, as you know it, is the blue pill. If you want to accept it's a spinning water rocket rotating around a fireball, then you're taking the blue pill. If you're ready for the truth, then you're ready for the red pill. Earth is flat.
It's just so real. It screams realness is what it does. It says, look at how stupid all these people are who don't believe that NASA's telling the truth. Look at this picture. How can you doubt when you see a picture like this? It's just giving realness, And this one, wow, just take a moment. Bow down. Look at that. Gaia. Definitely not CGI. I don't know what else to say. I mean, if you disagree, you obviously weren't Ivy League educated, you know what I mean? Because that is the realest thing that I've ever seen in my life. I think that just kind of, it just closes the door on that conversation. This is obviously real, and this is clearly not CGI, so get a life, touch some grass, you weirdos who think that this is CGI, because it's obviously
the biggest hoax of all time. The moon landings. Did we go or not? According to mainstream history, we did. But why haven't we ever been back? Only 12 men have walked on the moon during 6 moon landings of the Apollo program between July 1969 and December 1972. But was the Apollo program staged by Hollywood with a Walt Disney sponsorship, based on a script by Arthur C. Clarke, and directed by Stanley Kubrick, why would the US and NASA fake the moon landings? Was it to come out on top for the space race against the Soviets? Or was it a distraction from the unpopular Vietnam War going on during this time? But what would lead some to believe these missions were faked? Some claim that such a trip to the moon would be impossible because of the lack of technology to send men to the moon, or because of the Van Allen radiation belts, solar flares, solar wind, coronal mass ejections, and cosmic rays. Adding to this speculation are the inconsistencies in the photos and films of the mission, such as crosshairs behind objects, the unusually high quality of the photographs, no stars being present in the pictures, and the identical backgrounds. Just to list a few.
So, does refraction work with shadows?
It's refraction. No, it's the absence of light. So the moon is in shadow.
The Selenelion eclipse destroys the globe, gets hand-waved away by refraction. You have to believe that the sun and moon are mirages caused by refraction, even though the eclipsing moon is starting... The eclipse starts from top down, should be bottom up.
Okay, one sec. All right, so a Selenelion eclipse is seen when an observer is on the terminator line at the point of alignment between the sun and the earth and the moon. Due to refraction, you call it hand-waving, but it's a fact. We have a density gradient in the atmosphere that bends light.
So, does refraction work with shadows?
It's refraction. No, it's the absence of light. So the moon is in shadow.
Why do we still see a shadow if it's not refracting shadows?
Are you talking about if you're standing on the moon and you see the sun?
Oh, my God. If we're standing on the Earth seeing an eclipsing moon, and that moon is actually not a real moon, according to you.
It's a real moon. It's a real moon, yeah.
So it's not refraction now.
I didn't say it wasn't refraction. The refracted horizon is a real horizon.
If we see the sun and moon, the Earth is not in between the sun and moon.
Yes, it is, because it's refracted.
What? How? Are we seeing the real moon?
We have an atmosphere, right? We have a density gradient.
Are we seeing the real moon?
Yes, the real moon in its refracted position. This is the same argument we had about the horizon.
No, not a refracted position.
Yes, in its refracted position, yes.
Is it a mirage?
It's not a mirage, it's in its refracted position.
Wow.
Mirages are distortions.
Wow.
Mirages are usually upside down.
Is the sun a mirage?
Not a mirage, it's in its refracted position.
Okay, so it's lifted up, right?
Yeah, it's loomed up, yes.
So you're not seeing do you understand the Selenelion eclipse? They claim you're not seeing the actual sun and moon, right?
Yeah, that happens every day. When the sun sets every day, when you are seeing the sunset.
No. I'm talking about the eclipse.
Yeah, same with the sunset every day.
So you're seeing a refracted mirage.
Not a mirage.
Yes, it is.
No,
it has to be in your model.
Not a mirage.
In your model, it has to be. Otherwise, it debunks the globe.
It's not a mirage. Is a distortion, right? A distortion, if you have an inferior mirage, you're seeing an upside down distortion of something.
Forget about which way the shadow goes, because that debunks it too.
We'll get there.
In your model, the Selenelion eclipse debunks the globe because you can see them both on the horizon. If they're both on the horizon, the Earth is not in between them.
So you're lifted up half a degree.
Yeah. So half a degree. So how long does an eclipse take? 4 hours?
Something like that, yeah.
Right. You think it's 1 degree over 4 hours?
Well, I'm not sure what the time means there.
Right. Yeah, because it doesn't make sense. How would it be only 1 degree for 4 hours of an eclipse?
I'm looking that way to see a moon lifted up half a degree geometrically.
Yeah, it's a mirage in your model. It's a mirage. Yes,
mirages are distortions. This is not a distortion. This is just looming.
It's not between the Earth and Moon if you're saying it's not a mirage.
I don't know where to go from here.
Okay, we're good. We're good on that.
Why? Hang on. Like this, you just hand waved it then. Like I said,
no,
right?
Refraction is a thing. Right.
Yes, you have.
Do we have a density gradient in our atmosphere?
Yes. Does
light bend through a density gradient?
Does light refract shadows?
No. Light.
But we see an eclipsing moon, right?
Yeah, it's in shadow.
But it doesn't refract. We should just see a moon, right? We should just see a moon phasing with no shadow. It should be see-through if it's only light.
Do
you get it?
I don't get a see-through moon, no.
We should see a moon, right? A moon eclipsing, right? Going red, and then eclipsing the other way without a shadow. It should have no shadow because shadows don't refract.
It is in shadow. We see a shadowed moon because the Earth is in the way.
Oh my God.
All right, we're good. Let's go to conclusions.
No, hang on.
Well, you have something else?
Hang on. The upside down eclipse.
So here's where he gives me the best Glober cartoon explanation I've ever seen. The best.
give him some time to recoup.
Oh, okay, champ.
Recoup.
Fuck me.
Huh?
I said recoup. Ruhif, let's go.
Yes. All right. So the upside down eclipse. All right. I'm just going to give you a minute to look at this. Okay. You are this guy here. Right.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay. He's on the equator.
Yeah.
He's on the equator. The moon is going that direction into the shadow of the Earth. Okay. What does this guy see?
He sees an eclipsing moon that
From which direction?
Is a mirage.
No. Don't worry about refraction now. Just look at it. What does he see?
Yeah. Okay. What about if you're on top of the globe?
No. What does this guy see? He's looking at this. Turn him upside down. Yeah. Do I need to turn this upside down?
Right.
Yeah. This is where it's hilarious. Look at his cartoon compared to the actual reality. On his cartoon, you can't even see the sun. You wouldn't be able to see it yet. The whole point of the Selenelion eclipse is that you see them both.
In your world, right?
No. This diagram, what is he seeing?
Yeah,
Where is the shadow?
He's seeing a shadow.
On the
moon.
Top?
Right.
He's seeing a top shadow.
Yeah. Okay.
What happens as the moon goes further into the shadow?
It eclipses more.
Yeah, from the top down.
In your world.
Do you understand the top-down shadow?
Yes, I get it.
Okay.
I get it. I get it. The sun and moon in your world have to be mirages. What do you understand about that?
It's not a mirage. Not a mirage.
Yes,
they are refracted.
They are refracted up, but refraction doesn't work with shadows, yet we still see a shadow. In other words, guys, we do see the real sun and moon. They are not refractions. They are not mirages. They are the real sun and moon. The moon's eclipsing above the horizon with the sun above the horizon, making it impossible to be the Earth's shadow. And yeah, that's the truth of it. Eclipse debunked.
The flat Earth map dates back over 1,000 years. This map is credited to being created by a Persian astronomer. His name was Al-Biruni, and he lived between 973 AD to 1048 AD. It's the official map of the United Nations and also the United States Geological Survey. It used to be present in many places before the creation of NASA and the Antarctic Treaty in 1959. Here you see it with Admiral Byrd. This map has been restored by Dmitry from Russia with suggestions of mine, Idialenkar. Known by my YouTube channel Flat Earth Banjo, I asked Dmitry to include the Bermuda Triangle and Point Nemo, a place deep in the Pacific where NASA buries rockets. Then Robert Tozzi, a professional mapmaker, came along and enhanced the map even more. There are many people now selling this map online, but if you could order it from my online store, I would greatly appreciate it. Visit my online store now and order one of the items. I humbly thank you.